Hey, Yulia, Tarbath here, helping health and wellness coaches grow their successful business online. Today, I'm joined by one of my graduates, Michelle. Michelle, thank you so much for joining and welcome.
Good to be here.
So, when you first reached out, can you share what was not working in your business back then?
Well, I was putting out a lot of videos, a lot of content, had a lot of good feedback, but in terms of marketing myself, in terms of getting more clients, I get a lot of viewers saying, I wish more people knew about you. It was just, I wasn't, the business side of it was not, I was really good at my end result for my clients, but the business side of it, I was struggling to implement it into a workable program so that I could deliver that to more people and make it work for both of us.
Right, right. So, Michelle, when you first reached out, you shared that you've already done marketing programs, other marketing programs, and you worked with other coaches, business coaches. And in fact, we actually did the same popular, very, very popular marketing program together, and we didn't experience results that we wanted to see from it. So, do you know why things didn't work for you?
The information was just way too broad. For one, it gave a lot of theory and concepts and a lot of the broad strokes, but what really helped me with you was, like you just said, you and I are in the same niche. So I knew you understand my target audience, you understand who I'm trying to reach, but the other piece of it was there was a technology learning curve. There were some gaps there in linking it all together for the online model, and your program literally just step by step blueprint, connect the dots, everything, and that was severely missing. So the other ones just literally the accountability too, of having each week, here's what you're going to do, it needs to be done. It was a very intense program, but it got done what I wanted to get done, and it's starting to get the results I wanted to get done. So it was just worth it. It was worth it on all fronts.
We started working together. And can you share with us what are some of the biggest takeaways that you've experienced as we started implementing a new strategy?
There's so many things, Yulia. I mean, like I said, the technology piece of it, the helping. We have very similar values. A lot of these other programs focus just on the money and not on, what are you bringing to the table for your client. And so I appreciated the integrity and the, here, because we are here changing lives, and because what we're doing is so important, we owe it to ourselves to have an income that is sustainable, but also to be able to have a program in place that brings the information to them, but also is sustainable for us to be able to scale, to be able to reach more people.
So, did you have any doubts before we started working together?
Because your story and your struggles were identical to what I've gone through, and what you've done up to that point was identical to what I had done, and the fact that you were already getting the results that I wanted to get, I had complete confidence.
We made a lot of changes. We made a lot of changes to your marketing strategy, to your business plan, and we also increased your coaching prices literally by about 10 times. So you went from being a low ticket coach, a few $100s per client, to a high ticket coach, a few $1,000s per client. So what was some of the inner shifts that helped you get there?
When you look at again, the end results, the ease, if somebody has been struggling with, some of these women that I'm talking to have literally been their entire life, even if they're 20 and 30 years old, their entire life they have been struggling with this, to be able to help them over the hump, to be able to get to that next level so that they can get on with their life. And for them, it's the same mental mindset. I mean, you helped me to get over that hump. And so now I'm on a whole new level. Well, I'm doing the same thing for them.
It involves work, and you are open to doing that work, and we did that work together. We changed also your marketing plan and your business plan, and bang, you signed up 2 clients as we were working together. So you said that they didn't even object, they didn't even blink their eye when you announced the price, and they went and joined the program. So can you share a little bit more about it?
Biggest bummer having the program be over is not being able to have, you've got such a positive can-do mindset, and that is so incredibly that that being that's so rare in today's world, and to have access to people like that. And you're right, that's what I'm now paying forward to my clients, is letting them know that this mental prison that you're in is one that you can open the door to. You can step out of this. You can do whatever you want, and nobody is telling them that in their lives.
So what would you say to people who are on the fence about this offer and working with me?
Best investment I ever made, honestly. I realize that there's a lot of programs out there that are not delivering on their results. I have spent literally thousands of dollars prior to this one, and I, got something out of it, but it certainly didn't get me results. But your detail in the video lectures is top notch, but then you have the weekly coaching where it is specifically applied. So nobody's, in the previous programs I've done, they had the video modules, which were very broad strokes, but there was no follow-up one-on-one coaching. But then when I had a personal coach, yeah, there was, but it still wasn't specific. I mean, you as a coach are very right there, okay, so here's the game plan, have you done it? What's your sticking point? And if there's any sticking point, zoom, zoom, right here, whatever it takes to get to that next level. So, I mean, there was no resistance on my part, and there was no resistance on your part. So together we were able to get it done. And that was what, but there was a lot of thought that you had put together in the training module. So just that piece alone was worth it. But then having access to you, and you're not one of those coaches that just disappears, okay, you bought my program, okay, I disappear. I mean, you're really accessible and hands-on. And not only that, but you definitely expect people to show up and do the work. You want to see them successful. So I would just tell them, listen, you know what, you're going to get out of this. If you're ready, if you really want to, it'll be a great investment.
Michelle, thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. It's really amazing hearing your kind comments, and I'm really, really grateful. I'm also grateful to have witnessed such a profound transformation. It's a real blessing. So I know one of the things that you shared with me was that one of your goals is to live an international lifestyle. So of course we've been living an international lifestyle ourselves for the last 10 years, and you also want to be able to travel and have that flexibility and freedom in your life. And there you go, you've got the plan and the business to help you make it happen. So thank you so much for joining, for sharing this beautiful story with us. And I would like to ask you, those of you who are watching, what do you think is going to be the biggest change that you need to go through to take your business forward? So let me know in the comments section. And if you are ready for that big growth, for that big transformation, personal and business as well, let's jump on a phone call together and let's talk about how we can make it happen. So the link for that is yuliatarbath.com/apply. Michelle, once again, thank you so much for joining. All the very best with your business, and I look forward to catching up with you.
Thank you so much for everything. I really enjoyed it.